Also, Farmer Copley's, which is a farm not far from where I live in Pontefract, they do little weekends every so often. They always do a pumpkin festival and strawberry picking and things. They've got a craft D-stash. I went to one recently. They've got another one coming up. Is it this weekend? Sunday, Makers Market Copley's. So it's a Makers Market, not a D-stash. I might have to go, you know. So welcome to my vlog. Today I'm going to a craft makers fair at Farmer Copley's. So here I am in the car park, getting excited to go in. Now Farmer Copley's is a farm which is based just outside of Pontefract on its way to Featherstone in West Yorkshire. It's been here for quite some time. They decided to make this farm really for their children, the two owners, because they wanted to have something that they didn't have when they were growing up. So here is the calf. It's called the moo calf. It is a little bit expensive, but it's beautiful food. It's very kind of fancy, let's put it that way. And here I am walking inside, and they really did have some incredible foods. Everything from jams, sauces, frozen items. Here is the beer and the ginger ale and the cider. And they're all specifically made by local companies. This is grapeseed oil that is made in Yorkshire as well. This quite fascinated me because in these freezers they had individual fish cakes and different sort of fish products, but they were individual, so you could choose how many you wanted. The same in this one as well. So individual dumplings, individual Yorkshire puddings, all homemade that you could just pick how many you wanted. Great selection of fresh fruit and veg that you don't always see as well in your local supermarkets. Yes, a little bit more expensive, but definitely worth it. The fresh strawberries, they did have me drawn in, I've got to say. I nearly did buy some of the strawberries and get some cream. Asparagus. Lots of potatoes, different potato products, garlic, things like that. As I said, lots of jars of different things. This was the frozen and cold section. Lots of fresh meats. Lots of different oils as well. Farmer Copley's is open 7 days a week apparently, so you can go in whenever you want. You can just see my reflection in the fridge window there, looking at all the beef and the meat. I wouldn't be having any of it, of course. These are ready meals by Ruby, which I've never heard of before. If you guys have, do let me know. But fish pie and all sorts of stuff. There was a few standard brands in there. The majority of the items were sort of locally made. So garlics, jams. Got sausages in here, all different types of meats. This is the ice cream freezer. They had massive cheesecakes and lots of different type of ice creams in there. I really like the furniture they used in there as well. These sort of wooden old sort of antique pieces. There you get your standard ketchup and HP, but the majority of it was from sort of local companies. Pile of eggs. Now as I came round the corner here, I was really surprised to see this. And right in the corner you can get your own milk. It's like a milk machine. I've never seen one of those before. I've seen one on sort of vlogs and things, but I've never actually seen one in person. So there's a dairy machine, so you can have different flavoured milkshakes and different milks as well. It was very cool. And you get these bottles and you take your bottle back afterwards. This is the section where I bought my focaccia bread. You can just see it on the bottom row there, with thyme and sea salt. There we go, just at the bottom. Now this was so cool. They have a hive within the shop, so you can actually see the bees scurrying around making their honey, which is just a fantastic idea. So I enjoyed watching the bees for a little while, and you can see the honey that they actually make at the side of it. Then further around in the shop, there was cheeses and ice creams and a few gifts, including lots and lots of sweets and biscuits. This section was all dog and cat food, all fresh as well. And there was a freezer at the bottom with it all in. Now this bit's really cool. They have solar panels outside that they had fitted, and the whole place is run off these solar panels that they had fitted, so they're using their own energy. Olives, I don't really like olives. Don't know about you guys, really not for me. Not a fan of the olive. Pies in here, all ready to eat. Cheese. Simon actually gave me an order, if you like, of Rockstar cheese, and they didn't have any. So I'm going to have to watch out for some Rockstar cheese. Apparently his sister Lisa got some from here. And it looks very similar to that blue one on the end there, that was Snowdonia, with the blue sticker on. It's called Rockstar cheese, so if any of you know where you can get some, let us know. This was the cupcakes. I was very good. I didn't have any of the cupcakes, but I was quite drawn in, especially the ones with strawberries on. I'm partial to a strawberry. Just along is where I got myself an ice cream. I went for that one at the back there, which was the Hokey Pokey and also salted caramel. So here I am trundling my way out. Now last time I did a fair here, it was upstairs in the hayloft. They've got like an upstairs area. So here's the Craft Makers Fair, and there were so many fantastic things to buy in here. I didn't actually buy anything, but it did give me lots and lots of ideas. So starting in the corner, there was different types of pots. This was my favourite stall. It was all crochet baskets, and they do a workshop from time to time, so I really enjoyed that. Bit more crochet there, as you can see. I'm sucker for a bit of crochet at the moment. Lots of textiles. I think my favourite stall is at the back, which you'll see in a minute when we get to that. Handmade baskets, bags. They were very cute. I think they're called a gonk. I'm not really sure. We've got like a tall head on, like a hat on. So this one was all based around signs and mugs with initials on. More signs, another sign one. Now this is my favourite one that will come into here. This was so clever. She's so very talented. These are made with felt, but they look so real, literally like photographs. I zoom over in a second and you can see one that she's actually left out. It's just so clever. Look at that. The detail was phenomenal. She was just brilliant. Now I don't know the names of all the companies, but they are doing another market in July, and I think there's one in November as well, so you can go yourself if you wanted to. Obviously not all of you from Pontefract, but it's definitely worth a visit. That gave me an idea. That was a crochet cotton bag that you can put soap in, so when you're in the shower scrubbing, you can use that bag as like a kind of washcloth, which I thought was a good idea. Lots of headbands, bows, blankets. They were very cool, but also very expensive. But saying that, I know how long these things take to make. This is the one with the honey and the bees. Oh look, I really like the bees. I do want to be able to make some crochet mini bees at some point. This lady I actually know. I used to do the craft fairs with her. She was always at Wetherby Town Hall. This one was a pottery stall. Very, very detailed stuff. I like the ones with the frogs on. There was quite a few sweetie type cake ones as well. That was for pets. This was earrings and necklaces. I'm now coming up to one that was, I can't really explain it. I think I'd have to ask them. But it was silver metal items which had this incredible coating on, and a lot of it was made from household items like knives and forks and things like that. So here at the end, before I left the craft fair, I checked out what was coming up next. So I went to the D Stash in February that you might remember on my vlog. I can't even remember if I vlogged it or not. There was one in March as well, this one in May. There's a vintage and rustic fair coming up in July, and then some more fairs in November. And this is me walking back to the car with my prize ice cream. So after putting something together for you guys, I'd like to tell you a little bit about memberships. I want to create more value on my vlog channel, so I've put together 2 membership packages that you can sign up for if you want to support me. There is a basic membership of $2.99 that includes loyalty badges, emojis, priority reply to comments, and I will do member shout outs. And there's also a standard membership which is $5.99 per month. It includes early access to new videos, member shout outs, priority reply to comments, photos and status updates, and members only live streams. I am looking also in the future to do members only videos. So if you're interested in any of this and you want to support me in my channel so I can do more awesome stuff, feel free to sign up. Oh, so hello. I am home now. As you can see, it is now 2:30. I have been to, as you've just heard, the Farmer Copley's Craft and Makers Fair, and I didn't really come back with much. Got an ice cream, as you saw. Had to have an ice cream. The ice cream looked so incredible. So I had salted caramel and one that was called the Hokey Pokey, which had like crunchy pieces on the top. It was fantastic. I also bought some of the focaccia bread. It was thyme and sea salt, and me and Simon ate it when I got back. It cost me £4 for a piece of bread like this big, so it's definitely pricey, but it was very nice. We had it with a little bit of soft cheese on it. Didn't really pick up much of the salt flavour in it. But before that, I did go and do the second-hand shops this morning like I normally do on Sunday. And there was a big box of yarn at YMCA. And I did get some, so I'm going to show you what I bought. So what they've been doing is wrapping them in bags of 3, which I think is quite a nice idea, and they're trying to keep them colour coded as well. I have bought some previously, they're already on the wall. Now the reason I went to the Craft Makers Fair today was to enjoy some yarn, but there really wasn't any, as you saw. So let's have a look. It's very stuck down. Wow, we might have need the scissors for this. I'm not getting in the bag. It's cheap, do scissors. There we are. Okay, so this is chenille yarn, and I've never used this before. I do quite like the idea of doing amigurumi, which is toys with crochet. And in this bag, I've got 2 orange, quite big. I got these for £3. I thought the yellow would be great for some bumblebees. As you saw in the vlog earlier, there is some bumblebees on one of the honey stalls, and I thought they're genius. I could definitely have a go at those. Now with the chenille yarn, it has this really tiny sort of fibre that runs around the centre, and then the chenille is attached on the outside. So sometimes it can kind of come off and be a bit of a pain. But this seems pretty good. the quality is quite nice. It's not coming to pieces as I'm looking at it. There is a bit here though where I can see a little bit of what's in the very centre of it, but it's really nice and soft. So I thought, because it's in a second-hand shop, rather than going out and buying an expensive ball of it, we'll start with some of this and we'll see how it goes. Oh, here you can see it, the inside of it. Oh, it's very tiny, but there's like a tiny thread in the centre that it kind of is attached to. So there we are. I've got 2 orange and 1 yellow, and I'm going to add it to my oddments box. Now in my oddments box, I've got cotton yarn, which I've never used, white, and this kind of greeny colour, like a pale blue green. This is by Cotton Soft by King Cole. This one is Debbie Bliss Eco Baby Fair Trade Collection Organic Cotton. Another chenille yarn. And this one, which is so weird looking, it's like a shoelace, really. It's sort of the width of a shoelace, and it's variegated, so it's lots of different greens. It's called Cha 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 by James C. Brett, and I like some of his stuff. Well, it's definitely washable. Instructions for scarf materials. So is it to make a scarf? 100% acrylic, so I've no idea what I'm going to make with this stuff, but I thought I'd show you my weird oddments that instead of getting rid of these, I'm hanging on to them because I might use them for something. But I'm currently working on this autumnal blanket for a customer. I've still got this one, the regal looking one over here. But I'm getting pretty much up to date with everything that I'm working on. I kind of want to try out some new things. I've really got an idea of doing a sunburst bum bag. I'll have to show you that when I get to it. So yeah, I've had a really nice time at Farmer Copley's at the Craft and Makers Market. I did think that I would buy more though, you know, bring back something more, but today it wasn't to be. But they do have more coming up in the future. I was really hoping for a bit of yarn. So would I go again to the craft fair at Farmer Copley's? I absolutely would. It was so professionally done, so well laid out. There was no cost to park. There was no cost to get in either. Yes, some of the things were a little bit expensive, so it was definitely a bit of a treat kind of event to go to. I spent about an hour there, but you could quite easily spend all afternoon. There's also pigs that you can go and look at. Plus, you might have noticed in the footage, there was a circus set back as well, which is not always there, but there's a circus on at the moment. And Farmer Copley's is really well known for their pumpkin festival every year, and they also have fruit picking from time to time, raspberries and things like that, so it's well worth going. Simon's just brought this upstairs. Look! It just jumped at me, gave me a heart attack. So there's a little frog. Come here, froggy. Is it a frog or a toad? I got to hold it nice and tight. We found this in the garden. I think it's a toad. It's a baby toad. We best go put it back in the garden now. So I'm just on the search for money after putting the toad in the garden. Simon's mowing. Oh, it's dark in here. I don't know if you guys have this, but I have a little tin. It's got 50 pence in it. We're going to need more than that. So yeah, I've been feeling sorry for myself and a little bit lost with my social media recently and my, you know, brandings and stuff. Because Spirit started, I think we're a year and a half in now. But my social media's just gone all a bit weird. So I've changed it all back to the Honest Vlogger Coach. My vlog is now the Honest Vlog, but it's still Georgina Vlog. I've not changed that bit. And I think it'll help me a little bit. Just refocus, you know. Right, I'm looking for money. There we go, so I'll get some plates and stuff for dinner. I got some more change, we're all set now. So, I've been rushing about. Let me start again. I've been feeling a little bit, I don't know, like my social media's all wrong. I've got like the Honest Vocal Coach Reacts channel, and I've got the vlog channel, and there's Spirit channel, and there's Instagram that's Spirit, and there's TikTok that's something else. It's just annoying me. So I had a good chat to people this afternoon on Instagram, gave me a few ideas. So I've changed the vlog. It's still Georgina vlog, but it says Honest Vlog in the title now. And I've changed my Instagram back to the Honest Vocal Coach because it was Spirit Psychic Crystal Healing, which was annoying me. I've still got a Facebook page of Spirit, I've still obviously got the business of Spirit, but I just think my social media is better served for the Honest Vocal Coach, really. And it's just that Honest Vocal Coach does this other stuff, and I think that's going to work better for me. I still think I've got too much going on, so I think there's still a little bit taps dripping, a bit more refocusing to do, but yeah. I don't know if it's because I've had a long week, it's just been me in the shop all week. But today I just feel like there's something missing and a change is coming. And I do know I've got too much going on. And I did scale down a little bit recently, as you know. I decided I'm not going to have any more clothes in the shop. We're going to reduce that down so they're on sale. I'm not going to reorder clothing in. So that scales it down a little bit. I've been doing my crochet stuff on the side. That's just a side project that I enjoy doing. But there's just so many things. I should really list it all down and go, right, this is all the things I'm doing. This is the things I should be focusing on. At the moment, I really want to focus on this vlog and my Honest Vocal Coach Reacts. Obviously, I'm in the shop and I'm going to keep that running and the online business. But I really want to focus on Honest Vocal Coach Reacts and the vlog. And try and have my social media reflect that. So I think that's why I've just been getting a bit stressed out with it all. Just so much. I mean, I'm not going to stop doing the psychic stuff. That is who I am. That is what I'll always be doing. But it doesn't mean that that's what it has to be on out there. I don't need to promote everything. I don't have to monetize everything, do I? I think it did help me massively by doing Spirit though. Because I really needed it at the time that it came. You know, the grief element of it and how it really helped me. But as Magnus said on Instagram earlier, I think you're ready to come back to music now. I think you're right, Magnus. Not that I ever left, but I think he's right. I went through a period of, I just kind of fell out with all that stuff because, you know, a big part of it died. You know, Ellie was a big part of singing and music, and a chunk of it just went, and Spirit was just something new for me to focus on and help me through the grief. And I'm going to continue doing it obviously, but yeah, I think I've been focusing on that too much, really. And it was never going to be a long-term thing, I don't think. I hoped it would be, but we're in a recession, for goodness sake. I'm waffling now. I'm supposed to be putting the plates together for the food. I need fork and spoons. I'll have a good chat with Simon tonight anyway. He's very good on this stuff. Get some juice out as well, I think. So Chinese food has arrived. Simon's got chicken fried rice with mushrooms added. And I've got prawn fried rice. I've not filmed the Chinese food for ages because somebody, I don't know, a troll or somebody said, can we have less food, Chinese food and stuff like that. So anyway, I'm having my Chinese. So I've had my Chinese food. It was lovely. I'm really enjoying the prawn fried rice at the minute. It was really good. Kind of got bored of the Fortune House the same every week. So it's nice to mix it up and use a different Chinese. So yeah, Simon's in his other room. Seems to be sawing. Prepping stuff to go into the shop for tomorrow. I'm in the shop tomorrow. Liz is still away for another week. Simon's working tomorrow. I'm teaching tomorrow night. I've got 2 sessions. And I'm just looking at my current subscribers on this very vlog, and it's 11,299. So let's get it over to 11,300. Let's just pip it over. trying to aim for the 15 at the moment. That'd be really nice. I'd like to welcome some new members as well to the channel. There's 2. We've got Dean Golding and also Nick Flynn, who both joined 3 days ago. So thank you so much for joining the lovely group of members on this channel. So I'm going to sign off now because I've still got other things to do. I've got my crochet here. And I think, quite frankly, I need a rest. So thank you for watching this. Do let me know what you think of last vlog, where I sort of walked and told you about my sort of local area. People seem to really enjoy that one. And also what you thought of today's vlog, because it was a little bit different. Wanted to mix it up a little bit. But yeah, I will be back on Wednesday with more about my life. See you then. Bye, labs.